But Patrick has said openly also that we can draw from Marxist technique and tactic and theory without going to the same conclusions that Marxist.
Yes, James, we can draw from Marxist technique and tactic. Do you want to know why? Because the left is fucking organized. And the left knows how to get shit done. And the left knows how to advance an agenda. And that doesn't mean we embrace Marxism. That means we look at what they're doing. We look at the fact that, oh, wait, the left controls all of society. How did they get to that place? How did we end up here? What techniques is the left doing to take over all of society and screw everything up? And maybe, James, maybe can we learn from those techniques? And maybe when things make sense, we can say, oh yeah, that works really good and that works really good. And maybe we should try that for our side for once. For instance, the communist left focuses heavily on education. Education is one of their main things that they do. And this is why we have so many far leftist videos to watch, because they really believe in educating people about the development of communism, the history of communism. The Russian Revolution is one of their favorite things to talk about. All the different aspects. They do educational trainings and conferences and events with each other all the time. Book publishing is a way that a lot of leftist groups make a lot of money. So education is the center of what they do. I figured that out. And I said, you know what? Maybe we should be running classes and doing trainings on what the left is actually doing and thinking and stuff like that. And so I took inspiration from the left and said, maybe education should be like the backbone of what we do. And that is why I spend 6 days a week trying to educate people about what the left is actually fucking doing. What their language means, how they're showing up in the world, how they're organizing, how they're structured, who the players are, what the tactics are, how to get around them, how to subvert them, all this shit. And people might not like my tone, and they might not like my attitude, and they might not like my hair, and they might not like that I have tattoos, and they might not like anything single thing about me. But you can't fucking deny the amount of content I turn out, educating people about what the left is doing, and that is specifically because education is the backbone of what the left is doing. It is how they've gotten so powerful. It is how they are so cohesive. People complain all the time. They're like, the left walks in lockstep. The right just fucks around and infights. Do you know why they do that? Do you know why the left does that? Because they spend hours and hours and hours every single week educating each other. They teach each other things. They get on the same page through these classes and events and conferences and strategies. That's why they're in lockstep, because they put education as the backbone of what we're doing. I have been trying to do this for fucking years, and all I run into is bullshit and nonsense primarily caused by James. So yes, I absolutely believe we have things we can learn from the left. I absolutely believe that we have things that we can adapt and use to our purposes. It's James that wants to fuck around and go, why doesn't everyone become a classical liberal?